Did I miss anything exciting? No. We are about to get into it. Chat. 1.2 is coming to experimental. I almost said 1.2 is coming next week, but that can be clipped. Don't clip that, by the way. That can be clipped out of context to be like, oh, it's coming, it's fine, it's done. No. 1.2 is coming to EXP next week, and if you have missed all of our shouts about that and are new to the scene and don't know what that means, it means that we have an EXP branch, a testing branch, that is free to opt in for anybody. There is no like raffle, you can just hop into EXP. Right now even, we have the Tech EXP up on either Steam or Epic, not consoles, only PC, where you can hop in and test a bunch of shit that is about to come to the live game. And right now, today, we only have a lot of behind-the-scenes, back-end tech updates running on EXP, but that branch will be running and should seamlessly, or in the worst-case scenario, have a like 30-minute downtime next Tuesday, where that transitions from the current Tech EXP to 1.2 EXP then, which is coming next week on Tuesday. So that's coming. We are expecting 1.2. It's not giga set in stone because you never know what might happen. But we are expecting EXP to launch at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, 1700 Swedish time next Tuesday. So that is next week. In exactly 1 week plus 45 minutes from now. Exactly 1 week plus 45 minutes. We hope to have 1.2 up on EXP. It could be a smidge later. It should not. It absolutely won't be earlier. So. Any more mods added in 1.2? Mods as in community made? That's not. No, that is not up for us. Up to us to decide. We love mods. We love our modders. We endorse them, but we do not officially support them. Hence why we don't have an official mod manager as well, which is unfortunate. It's been on the list for a while. I wonder where that went. Did Snoot take it with him to the grave, I wonder? 1.3 when? Oi, 1.3 when this year? Maybe. Unlikely, but who knows. So 1.2 is coming to EXP next week, and we also touched on it 2 weeks ago that you will be seeing all features. Everything that 1.2 will deliver once it's in the live game. All those features will be on display on EXP. Not in their finished state for most of them. But you will see them in there. I mean, yeah, I guess you know the EXP drill. They're volatile, very much EA-feely in production stage. So you will have a very clear clue of what's coming. You will know exactly how you can enjoy the game in 1.2, because again, according to my own humble opinion, it certainly gives the game more meat on its bones for how you play it compared to 1.1. So that will be interesting. 1.3 will have drones that can lift trains between tracks. There will not be a video on Friday. There will be a video in 1 week. Exactly when 1.2 hits EXP. Tuesday next week, we have the 1.2 patch notes video coming for you guys. And before we talk about what's cooking on the dev side, let's speak a little bit about that Tuesday still on our end. You have a video, a full-on patch notes-esque video, like if you have any gray hairs, you might remember the Update 8 or earlier videos that Snoot and Snoot and Jace made together. One in that style will be coming your way on Tuesday, 5 PM Swedish, together with 1.2 EXP. We'll also have a pre-stream, a countdown stream until EXP hits. This stream will be in this format. It's not going to be these this interview couch setup that we save for the live releases, because yeah, we save those for the live releases. So expect that when 1.2 hits live servers on. I almost said that. I can't tell you that. It's an estimate anyway, but yeah. So we'll be having a dev stream, maybe a bit more involved. Both me and Jason will be here in the screen, maybe guests. It will start a smidge earlier, I believe. Maybe like 2 p.m. is a good time. To maybe even 1 p.m. And it will run until 1.2 hits EXP. So for 3 or 4 hours from 1 or 2 p.m. Swedish, always Swedish time. Or CET, I believe. Yeah, it's CET right now. CEST is like in a month. 1 CET or 2 CET until 5 CET. We have a little countdown and hype up session with you guys. 2 words away from getting my ass fired or reprimanded. I don't think our current estimate for live 1.2 disclosing that will not get me outright fired. I'm pretty sure it will be having me called to the principal's office tomorrow. But I've been there before. I know how to flirt with him. Is Sweden time the same as France time? It is, and I know that because... wait a second. Let me remember. If I'm correct... Oh, shit, how was it? I believe World of Warcraft, this is relevant, server time is based on France because Blizzard's EU office is in France. And I remember server time in WoW being the same as Swedish time. So by proxy, if server time and Swedish time in WoW, server time in WoW and Swedish time are the same, then Swedish time and French time should be the same. Regardless, stream around 1 or 2 CET. EXP launch 5 CET. Is the community end? Sweden is CET, yes. In roughly 3 weeks we will be CEST because we still do summertime. So yeah, I'll ping on Discord and have like this fancy time converter ready for you anyway. So, what do you think about the coffee cup race event? We'll talk a lot about that next week. Actually, I want that to be. Oh, I should have written to you, Doug, today. It fell through the cracks, or no, it didn't. It was yet again buried a bit too deep in a huge pile of ass. Of shit. I meant to say shit. Anyway, to dig through because I missed most of last week being away. So if you're here, Doug, we want that to be part of the launch stream next week or countdown stream next week to some capacity. So there you go. I need a clock on screen. No, I don't. You can do it. Chat. You can Google, like, right? You can Google Swedish time to your time easily and just convert from there. It's not giga hard math. Ass shit. So yeah, we love timers and countdowns. I can have you. I can. Yeah. I can make you a countdown right now if you want. Let's do. Nah, wait, not that's it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, cool chat. I'll see you soon. Alright, anyway. Red slug. Underclock slug. Hell yeah. Oh. Anyway. Sweden does recognize daylight savings because for some reason. Chat, we have fixed a lot of shit coming for 1.2, even the XP, and some of these have been highly community reported, so we're very happy that we got these squashed. These and many more issues, both small and big, have been fixed, but I'm about to list, I think, like 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a very huge span, but yeah, numbers just to get you a little riled up, because I was thinking it's only 1 week left. Do we talk at all about like what's coming next week? Because it's so close, we may as well just keep the surprise intact until, you know, the very end anyway. But that also felt a bit too blue bally, so I want to give you something. So let me tell you right now, chat, that we have fixed an issue where dismantled crash sites were visible when you were far away from them because of age laws. So if you dismantled a crash site post 1.1 releasing and then moved far away from it, that crash site would still look like it was there and undismantled. So that has been fixed. It's a bit strange how that went under the radar, because I know the team is like very still happened. I think, yeah, I appreciate the little hype shot of chats right there. Yeah, it's strange how that kind of got through the cracks, because a lot of Satisfactory is, shall we say, satisfaction hinges on the game feeling visually coherent and like visually unbroken, and that felt pretty substantial. Like as a thing, it's harmless. I mean, it's just a visual glitch, but for a game where some people, quite a lot of people, in fact, actually take a lot of joy in not only building but also the cleanup aspect. You know, just rinsing the map, finding everything, and just making their space, having those appear and like ghost players still, haunt players is a better word. It felt strange. So yes, you can dismantle crash sites since 1.1, in fact. So if you haven't been around for a while, then there you go. So yeah, that's nice to have fixed. I displayed an issue. We haven't had bug talks. I think we had it twice in total at all, actually, before too much else happened. And I want bug talks to come back. And if you missed both bug talks, what they were essentially was me on dev streams playing the game, actively showing very specific bugs, high prio bugs, that mostly you guys reported in as like a vast number of people want this fixed, that I show and display, and I show and display them because that's quite literally exactly what people right now there somewhere are working on. It's like when I was showing you what I'm about to mention, which is that equipment in your inventory was sent to the dimensional depot instead of being equipped when you hovered over them with the mouse. Stuff like that. Like when I showed that on stream, that was because someone right now was very actively trying to like tackle that issue. So that little very nice live insight as to this is exactly what we're doing right now. The problem is we haven't really had a giga-focused like session of just bug fixing for a while, so, or not to the extent where I can like honorably say that yes, we are fixing this right now. But yes, the issue where if you hovered over a piece of equipment in your inventory and wanted it equipped, it was instead sent to the dimensional depot upon button press, has been fixed. So no more annoyances with getting that out of there if that's something you struggled with. Yay. Oh god, you're gonna love this one. Chat. How many of you wish you could get rid of the small balloon trees? They just take up way too much space and area in some places. Wouldn't they be nice to have destroyable? Please? No. Next week on EXP, you can. The big ones will remain. The small ones, delete them. Yeet them. The big ones, please don't crucify me. If you go on EXP and try to remove a big one, you will be disappointed and you will come after me. Go for the small ones. Go for the small ones. Are you trying to fire me? No. I'm on top of my Steam commands. Shit, is the one I forgot actually? Maybe there is a legacy one. Plasma tags first. Ay. Oh wait, I'm into this. What is this? For real. I'm used to games being rolled out and whatever bugs you found, you got to tell your friends about at school. Never once heard me fix that. Are ghost players from desync fixed? I don't want to keep killing my clone every time I disconnect. That is still gonna be a thing, unfortunately. I can't find Turtle Boy's original comment, but man, the playground rumors went so hard. So I'm a Pokemon sucker. Pokemon is like one of the 3 franchises, FF, WoW, and Pokemon, that I like in 3 comfort zones. I'm back there again now because Nintendo released the Kanto remakes for the GBA as ports on the Switch. So I'm playing Fire Red and Leaf Green again. And that reminds me, man, the original Red and Blue, because I'm that old, I played those as well. Like Missing Number or Missigno. And the playground rumors, oh my god, man, of like teaching people how to Missing Number, how to spawn Mew in the town, how Mew was not spawnable under the truck. Best of times. 1.4. Oh, Doug, you are here. Well, you're here now. Cool. I was gonna hit you up after all of your DMs to me and Jason and the Reddit posts. I'll do it now, because multitasking is fun. We want your newest event, announcement, whatever, to be part of the stream next week. The count. Wait, chat. Are the big balloon trees? Gab is live. Oh shit. Staff is live correcting me on stream. Are the big balloon trees already destroyable? Are they actually removable? I have never tried. Because if they are... Oh, they are! Oh, well, shit then. Okay, then go at it. Go at it. Destroy them all. Delete them. Thank you, Gab. No. I was not trolling. I was actually in the unknown. I was completely in the unknown. No, I had no idea. Oh, there you go. I should have known, because... Wasn't that part of the very first 1.1 teaser we made? No, it's been a long week. A couple of weeks. Outrageous. Guys, it's as if I don't even play this game. Honestly. Well, that is what? Can I give info on the 2.2? I got in there before you, Andrew. Got your ass. Cool. Excellent. Then yeah, I stand corrected. You can destroy all of it. Big and small. GG. Hard getting back to bug talks. Back in the times. Back in the ye old days of November, October last year, when I did in fact play Satisfactory. I also showcased that signs caused a lot of stuttering when you hovered over them or just like mouse over them. Yes, signs, I'm not gonna use all the tech jargon they told me earlier. Signs should cause a lot less stuttering. Absolutely when you are close up and looking at them like from close and just trying to like field of view around a signful factory. But also hopefully in general, you should just take a bit less space, a bit less, what's the word? Performance to run. What about bugged out vehicle pathing? Funny you ask. Why don't you wait till next week and find out? Finally. So signs will cost less stuttering. Chat. I am going to redeem myself right now. In your eyes. Live redemption, okay? I have never destroyed a big balloon tree. I also still, to this day, have never built a single train. I have started using blueprints. I got into blueprints last month. I have to admit, I've been missing out. They are convenient, if not a bit obnoxious to set up, in my opinion, just in terms of limitations. Might be where I look into mods again. But are there any plans for a new phase? No. Chat, what I did start using as well, also as late as last month, maybe January actually. Anyway, after New Year's, I finally got around to using drones. And do you know how chat? Do you know how I started using drones? What the entryway of using drones for me were, as it was as well. How drones before trains? Yes. This drones before trains will make sense in the context of how this happened. So I partook in a little showcase and even test, just a very little dumb in-house setup of a test of the issue of drones randomly stalling or stopping moving. There was a test of that being fixed. And I was like, okay, let's check this out. So I used drones. And indeed, it do be looking like the drones will no longer randomly stall and stop. So if you are used to babysitting your drones, and if that annoys the shit out of you, or even if you will miss your frozen drones, I almost said frozen thrones, be prepared for them to be gone. Drones will not be gone. The bug where they stop and stall will be gone. So infinite drone queuing fixed. Was that what it's called? Maybe. But stalling drones are fixed. Ah, shit, Andrew. We'll do our best to make that 12k for 1.2, 3. Which one would it be? I don't know. Speaking of 1.3, update idea. Just fix all the bugs. This pioneer got it. They got it. They know where it's at. Just fix all the bugs. 1.3 confirmed. I never said that. Just thought I'd ask if there's plans for more pipe junctions other than, well, you get T junctions next week on the XP, so there's that. In 1.2, basically. Cool. I don't think I have to acutely catch anything else. What is this? Hoverpack can cause factories to stall due to interaction with power switches. That is fixed. This one I'm reading off the document because I don't think I have ever actually... I have neither showcased this... Oh wait, no, didn't I not showcase this and the Hoverpack was like omega loud on stream? I did something with the Hoverpack and it was omega loud on stream. I don't remember what it was, but... Oh well. Hoverpacks should no longer cause factories to stall due to interactions with power switches. Please give us a bright white swatch for console players. Is there a swatch that PC has but not console? Interesting. If PC does not have that either, then why don't we just give it to both? We talked about swatches 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago in one of the February dev streams, where people asked for more swatches in general and also the ability to make and save their own swatches indefinitely. The long story short of swatches is that you have your 16 preset right now, and adding any more is, I think it's 16, adding any more is so costly on memory, because no matter if you use swatches, any of the preset swatches or not, they all load more than once for every single buildable as you build them, no matter what the color is. So adding just one more swatch is going to increase performance requirements pretty exponentially. Not terribly, but more like too much enough for us to be very hesitant to do so. So that's why we don't add swatches, while it may seem like an easy thing to do. It's like, yeah, just add more colors and mix more colors. Like, yeah, it's the backend is not really that optimized for it. The final fix I have for you, chat, today, I'm also going to read off the document because, like I already admitted and like we already established, I do not use trains at all. And apparently there was a bug where you could not use the blueprint dismantle mode if your blueprint contained a railway switch. Interesting. I do know what that means, but my personal interest in this fix is pretty limited. But there you go. If your blueprint contains a railway switch, you should now be able to blueprint dismantle that. Will 1.2 EXP be feature complete? Yes. A trailer? Not for EXP. Maybe for live. Is there a chance the modular load balancers mod will come to the main game for better load balancing in mega factories? Modular load balancers. I haven't used this mod myself. How do they differ from the smart splitters that 1.1 introduced? Chat, educate me. Be a better gamer than me. They simplify splitter and merger arrays into something the size of a splitter merger. I see. Okay. Then no. I don't think there's plans for that, but something I can bring. Let's archive that and hear with the devs what they think. I saw a comment from Leo, actually. I was hoping 1.2 has better memory and UObject Limit stuff for my factory is giant. Yeah. Upping the UObject Limit for the sake of mega factories and even gigafactories would cater to a very small fraction of the player base. Saying that, we are actually actively, I should have said this in the state of dev, I forgot about that, because it was told to me today. We are actively looking into hard upping the UObject limits of the game without upping the system requirements of the game. Because we have had discourse about console multiplayer being wonky, and even console aspects, save crashes, multiplayer, and a couple of things I don't really want to dive into right now because it's too much info, too little time. Which we suspect may have something to do with what essentially boils down to, it sounds bad, it's not as bad as it sounds, but what boils down to something similar to memory leaks, where your UObject counts on consoles may be building up to cap faster than, like, before you actually reach that UObject limit in actual objects for some reason. So something is leaking numbers into that count. We're trying to find out what that is, if that exists, and if it doesn't, then cool, it doesn't. But for the sake of having consoles be more stable, we are looking into, both for consoles and PC, upping UObject limits by not too much, but a smidge. So that is hopefully a good answer enough. Will Satisfactory ever have a hard mode? Come back next week and tell me what you think of a certain thing that 1.2 adds. How much bigger is 1.2 than 1.1? I would say bigger. It's probably slightly smaller in the quality of life scope, and bigger, substantially bigger in gameplay options, because it actually has a new game mode scope. So I would say it's bigger, for sure, because of how you can approach the game with 1.2 going forwards, and for the updates in logic that it makes. Even if you play the game like, it's still a normal Satisfactory playthrough, you will still have, changes to your existing saves and logic happening to hopefully make you want to consider using tools you currently are not as much. So much speculation, chat. Can't we think a bit more wide? But for that, for randomized nodes in particular, wait till next week. Will we ever get to use the space elevator more? We now do not use it very often, which is a pity, e.g. as a backup sync. I'm gonna choose to not answer that, which you can interpret however you want. Question, are we going to get caves to build in and more land also? You guys want everything. You want space, you want sea, you want caves, you want ice, you want islands, you want volcanoes. Go play Minecraft or something, I don't know, man. You want it all. Expansions, huh? Well, funny thing. If you want expansions, oof, we shall see what we can do. Why did you guys upgrade from Unreal Engine 5.32 to 5.6.1? Was it a big task? A big part of that was weather. Weather was a big part of that, because when update 5, like the hard first number, 5, happened instead of 4, we lost weather back in update 8, because we had rain before that. Because the logic system that we depended on from Unreal Engine was lost or changed enough that we really could not have rain consistently back for 5. With 5.6.1, we now can have rain with similar logic and even better weather changes than that. So weather is a part of it, but then also future-proofing. The more you wait with updating an engine, the more painful the update is going to be when you have to make the jump for certain reasons, and you haven't in a while. So, just base example, jumping from 5.6.1 to maybe update 6 or Unreal Engine 6, if it's that soon, would be much easier than jumping from 5.3.1 to 6. So, and again, it's also like Unreal's engine updates are also contributors to how we handle optimization of the game. Optimization in the back end that we could not have done or would not work as well with 5.3.1 will work better or at all with 5.6.1. Makes sense to keep steps small, yeah. Can you fix it in 1.2 or take a look at pipelines? I mean, if you want stuff fixed for 1.2, you can have the entire world be your oyster in a week on EXP and tell us exactly what you don't want or want with the update then. So yeah, how stable is the current version of 1.2 in-house right now? QA is pleasantly surprised. Not surprised because they were expecting it to be like broken or on fire, but surprised that stuff seems to be keeping itself stable for longer than it should usually when new things keep being almost hammered into the update, even this close to a major push on EXP. So looking good. Looking good. Will there be some love given to servers, dedicated servers, anytime in the future? We get this question every dev stream. Every single update we try to get them some love. Manpower, hours in general. It's a struggle. It's transparency. We just do not have the manpower contra hours right now to juggle future updates, multiple updates, not only 1.2, consoles, dedicated servers, and shenanigans. It's just, it's rough. It's rough. It's the saddest answer, I know, but it's rough. So yeah. Question: did you change the way the vertical splitters and mergers work, like half meter nudges and locking them in place, and as well as them not locking on the lifts? No, we have not changed how they work, but we do have QA. It might be this exact issue or something very similar. We had I invited a deluge of vertical splitters and mergers troubleshooting onto my own Discord DMs a couple of streams back, and that has all been documented and sent to QA, and they are looking into it. And nudging distance and clipping were two major issues, among others, in the document, so they are looking into that at least. Any changes to trucks? Check back in next week. Are the tech EXP upgrades coming to stable before 4.2? Good question, because that's also something I should touch on. No, they are not. Tech EXP will remain... Okay, so Tech EXP is on EXP right now, and 1.2's EXP branch will essentially roll on to that Tech EXP. Whoopsie. Roll on and like overtake the, I guess, essentially next Tuesday, the current EXP branch will be that Tech EXP plus 1.2 on top of it, because that tech base was pushed for 1.2's sake. And then they are both being pushed together, the tech upgrades and 1.2, to live when 1.2 hits live. So, good question. When will the random ore resources be coming to EXP? What are you talking about? Answered that already. Have you played 1.2? Are you still able to go back to 1.1 after trying 1.2? Absolutely. My current build and current progress is still in 1.1 on the live version. Together with all of you, I have played 1.2. Not too much since New Year's. But I think if I envision myself playing the game and like having fun with it, like having fun is fun, but having a clear tinge of like exciting, ooh, I wonder what happens this time around. 1.2 is absolutely more enticing to me for me to play. That's vague, but that's where I'll leave it at. Will multi-frame gen be supported in 1.2? No idea. Will Lumen hardware RT be used or enableable in 1.2 or the near future? Lumen will be as supported or like usable, because we don't support it officially. It will be as malleable by you guys as it is in 1.1. not better or worse. Why did you guys lowball the Phase 5 space elevator part numbers? They feel very low. Well, if they feel low, why don't you change that? Next week. Hello, will the major bugs with trains and diagonal movement when using nudges be fixed in 1.2? No. They... Maybe for live, not the XP. On the XP, that's still there. Will there be KBM option for console in version 1.2? I wonder if that is in EXP, because that was always openly aimed to be in 1.2 live, and that is still the case for 1.2 live. I wonder if that's somehow confirmable, because the thing with EXP is that it's not coming out on consoles. EXP is PC only, so you couldn't actually properly check that, could you? I have to. The plan is TLDR to have it for live 1.2, yes, but that was always not a promise, but a name. And that's been... I hope I've been clear about that since I first started saying that. 1.2 patch notes when? Tuesday, honestly, in exactly 1 week from now, minus 1 hour. What's the timing of the 1.2 release on the 17th? EXP, important, not live, EXP. 1700 CET, or Swedish time. Tuesday. With a stream before then, until then. Changes to some recipes speed to make them a bit easier to plan for. Recipes will stay the same in 1.2. Are you actually fixing fluids, or have you been baiting for 6 months? No, fluid behavior will stay the same, but the way you can engage with fluids will change. With the fluid truck. Because you know it exists, so I can say that openly. Has a satisfactory hardcore option ever been discussed? I will be open with you on this one, chat. Hardcore satisfactory, as in you die once, you lose your save file, everything is deleted, permadeath, was on the table for 1.2. It was. We tried it, and it makes no sense in our game. Like, it just doesn't. Especially considering, like, yeah, you'd think it's as easy as adding that state and then adding a few options boxes. There is a bit more work that goes into it. Again, because we have actually pitched and even tested it, the groundwork is kind of there for us to do it eventually. It was supposed to be part of 1.2. We opted for a much more, in my opinion, in everyone's here opinion, interesting game mode instead. So you'll be getting that instead. Might revisit permadeath. So we absolutely have considered it. I have in fact permadied myself in Satisfactory. So yeah.